Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
The features and controls in the Print Job panel to specify options for printing. To access these features, expand the Print Job panel in the Print module. At the top of the Print Job panel, you'll see the Print to drop-down menu. You can choose either printer or JPEG file from this menu. Choose Printer to print to a printer. Choose JPEG file to create a JPEG that you can share with an outside print service provider. Selecting JPEG file from the Print to menu lets you specify many settings, including image resolution, sharpening, compression quality, file dimensions, rendering intent, and RGB ICC profiles. When you select Printer from the Print to menu, fewer of these controls are available. Checking the Draft Mode Printing checkbox in the Print Job panel lets you use cached photo previews when printing. Although Draft Mode lets you print contact sheets and photos quickly, the print quality of photos produced in Draft Mode can vary. Additionally, sharpening and color management options are not available when using Draft Mode printing. Working in Draft Mode is helpful for printing a quick draft image of a layout, but is not likely to produce professional-looking results. Next, you specify either the file resolution or the print resolution for the print job. If you selected JPEG file from the Print to dropdown, then you must set the file resolution. If you selected Printer from the Print to dropdown, then you can optionally specify the print resolution by checking the Print Resolution checkbox. If unchecked, the default resolution of the photo is used as long as it is between 72 and 720 ppi. Both types of resolutions are measured in pixels per inch or ppi. For most print jobs, 300 ppi generally produces professional-looking results, although you can enter higher or lower values too if needed. You can specify a PPI resolution by clicking into either the Print Resolution or File Resolution number box in the Print Job panel, typing a number, and then pressing the Enter key on your keyboard. To apply print sharpening to the print job, check the Print Sharpening checkbox. If unchecked, no print sharpening is applied. When enabled, print sharpening is automatically applied based on the file's output resolution and output media choice, in addition to any sharpening applied in the Develop module. If enabled, then use the adjacent drop-down to select either low, medium, or high levels of print sharpening to apply. Then select either Matte, Non-Shiny, or Glossy, Shiny from the Media Type drop-down to help calibrate the amount of print sharpening to automatically apply. Note that if Draft Mode printing is enabled, print sharpening is unavailable. If you selected JPEG file from the Print to drop-down menu, then use the JPEG quality slider that appears to set the amount of image compression to apply. Moving the slider into lower values decreases the file size and image quality. Moving the slider into higher values increases image quality and file size. If you selected JPEG file from the Print to dropdown, then you can also specify custom file dimensions for the resultant JPEG by checking the Custom File Dimensions checkbox. If checked, then type values measured in inches by clicking into the adjacent width and height fields, typing the desired numbers, and then pressing the Enter key on your keyboard. For both JPEG file and printer outputs, you can specify color management settings in the Color Management section of the Print Job panel. However, the options you see in this panel vary depending on whether you selected JPEG file or printer from the Print to drop-down at the top of the panel. If you selected printer, then you can let the printer's printer driver handle the color management if desired by choosing Managed by Printer from the Profile drop-down. For both JPEG and printer choices, you can also specify a color profile to use by selecting an RGB color profile from the Profile drop-down menu. If no profiles appear in the menu, you can select the Other command from the drop-down to open the Choose Profiles dialog box, which shows the RGB color profiles on your computer. Lightroom Classic CC does not recognize CMYK color profiles. You can then select the Profile to Use, and click OK in this dialog box to add the profile to the Profiles drop-down menu and apply it to the print job. If you use a custom color profile, be sure to turn off color management in your printer driver software. If you don't disable the printer's color management, color conversion will be applied twice, which can produce unpredictable results. If you specify a color profile to use, then click either the perceptual or relative link for the intent setting to specify how to convert the colors. If you select Perceptual, the color conversion works to preserve the visual relationship between colors. This helps the colors to be perceived more naturally by the human eye, although color values may be adjusted. The perceptual option is often very good for photos with a lot of out-of-gamut colors or highly saturated colors. Selecting Relative converts colors by comparing the extreme highlight of the source color space to the destination color space and then adjusting all colors accordingly relative to the differences between the two. This adjusts out-of-gamut colors to the closest reproducible colors in the destination color space. The relative option is often good for photos without many out-of-gamut colors because it saves more of the photo's original colors than the perceptual option. Checking the Print Adjustment checkbox at the bottom of the Print Job panel lets you change the image's brightness and contrast before printing. If checked, then use the Brightness and Contrast sliders to apply tone curve adjustments. However, you cannot preview these particular adjustments, so you may want to make your brightness and contrast adjustments in the Develop module instead. To immediately print a single copy of your print job to your selected printer, if you selected Printer from the Print To drop-down at the top of the Print Job panel, and after setting the print job options and also any page setup options, then click the Print button at the bottom of the right panel group. Alternatively, to first open a Print dialog box so you can change print settings like the number of copies to print, then instead click the Print button at the bottom of the right panel group to open the Print dialog box. In the Print dialog box, you can change the printer by selecting a different one from the name drop-down if needed. To access the printer's settings in a printer-specific dialog box, click the adjacent Properties button to open the printer's dialog box, change its settings, and then click the OK button to return to the Print dialog box. If you have multiple pages to print, you can select the range of pages to print by choosing an option button within the Print Range section and then entering a page range if needed. You can enter the number of copies of the print job to print into the Number of Copies field within the Copies section. When you're ready to print your print job, you can then click the OK button in the printer dialog box to finish printing the job. To save the print job as a JPEG file, if you selected JPEG file from the Print To drop-down in the Print Job panel, click the Print to File button that then appears in place of the Printer button below the right panel group to open either the Save Files to Folder or Save File dialog box. Use this dialog box to navigate into the folder where you want to save the JPEG file, or select the folder that will contain the JPEG files if saving multiple pages, by using the navigation at either the top or side of the dialog box. Then type the name for the JPEG file, if needed, into the File Name field that appears towards the bottom of the dialog box. Then click the Save or Select Folder button within the dialog box to save the JPEG file or files to the selected location.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.